Welcome, gamers! Today we're pushing the boundaries of mobile gaming. Can your Android phone truly run demanding PC games? We're taking the GameHub Emulator and putting the powerful MediaTek Dimensity 7400 chipset to the ultimate test. We analyzed over 20 heavy-hitting titles to see which ones are perfectly playable and which ones crash and burn. Get ready for the deep dive. Which heavyweight PC game surprisingly runs at a flawless 60 FPS on this setup? And which classic barely hits 10 frames? The results are surprising, and they redefine what's possible on Android. Let's find out. The GameHub Performance Report starts now. Hello Neighbor is the tense stealth horror game. Running on the Dimensity 7400 via GameHub, it shows surprising stability, maintaining 40 to 50 FPS. This suggests the game's light graphical load is highly compatible with the emulator's architecture, resulting in very playable gameplay without significant visual tweak requirements. The cinematic open world of Mafia 2 tests both CPU and GPU. The Dimensity 7400 emulation sustains performance in the 20 to 30 FPS range. While not perfectly fluid, this frame rate is consistent enough for story progression and city cruising, demonstrating a competent technical translation of its complex 3D environment. Hitman Absolution demands significant resources due to detailed crowds and physics. This segment, played on the Dimensity 7400, shows the system achieving a frame rate that hovers between 20 to 30 FPS. This indicates that careful optimization and lower graphic settings are key to executing Agent 47's missions reliably on GameHub. The fast-paced fighting mechanics of Mortal Kombat 9 require consistent performance for precise inputs. The Dimensity 7400 handles this well, delivering performance in the 40 to 50 FPS bracket. This solid frame rate is crucial for timing combos, proving the emulator can handle certain high-action 2D-based fighting games effectively. DMC, Devil May Cry relies on fluid combat at high speeds. This clip, running on the Dimensity 7400, shows the performance settling around 20 FPS. While the visual style is preserved, this lower frame rate can significantly impact the timing and responsiveness required for Dante's challenging combo system. Stepping into the vast, dense world of GTA 4 is a significant emulation hurdle. The Dimensity 7400 manages to keep the game stable at around 30 FPS. This frame rate is a good baseline for an open-world title on an emulator, providing a decent balance between visual fidelity and playability across Liberty City. The sheer scale and detail of GTA 5 make it a primary stress test. This clip, utilizing the Dimensity 7400, demonstrates the emulation running at a respectable 20 to 30 FPS. This performance suggests focusing on low to medium graphical settings is necessary to maintain a steady frame rate amidst the game's dynamic environments. Ultra Street Fighter 4, another fighting game benchmark, shows a challenging performance, settling around 20 FPS. For competitive play, this rate is low and introduces significant input lag. However, it confirms basic compatibility and functionality for casual matches on the Dimensity 7400. The demanding parkour and large environments in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood requires serious processing power. The Dimensity 7400 delivers performance in the 20 to 30 FPS range. This is a playable rate for exploration and stealth, showing decent engine optimization within the GameHub environment. In stark contrast, Neon Abyss 2 experiences major compatibility issues. Despite its simple aesthetic, performance plummets, staying at a barely functional around 10 FPS. This highlights that simplicity doesn't guarantee smooth emulation. Technical conflicts likely exist for this specific executable file. The Goodfather 2 presents one of the most severe performance struggles. The emulation on the Dimensity 7400 is extremely strained, with frame rates collapsing to a nearly unplayable 5 to 10 FPS. This result indicates significant technical barriers or poor resource allocation within the GameHub container. Returning to the series, Assassin's Creed 2 also shows poor compatibility. The action is consistently choppy, with the frame rate only reaching 10 to 15 FPS. This makes navigation and combat significantly difficult, confirming that this particular iteration of the Animus engine is not well suited for the GameHub config. The unique style and action of Guilty Gear 2 Overture are undermined by technical performance. The Dimensity 7400 only manages about 10 FPS, rendering the real-time strategy and action blend highly unresponsive and unplayable for any sustained engagement. This points to a CPU bottleneck. Shank, a 2D side-scrolling brawler, proves that simpler games can excel. The Dimensity 7400 achieves an exceptional, fully fluid performance, locking the game at 60 FPS. This confirms that titles with low 3D overhead are the emulator's strongest performers, providing a perfect plug-and-play experience. Assassin's Creed Rogue performs reliably. Utilizing the Dimensity 7400, the game runs at a stable 30 FPS. This consistent performance makes sailing and naval combat relatively smooth, demonstrating successful engine configuration for this specific title on the GameHub platform. Tomb Raider 2013, a key action-adventure title, shows solid performance. The Dimensity 7400 achieves a dependable 30 FPS. This stability is vital for platforming and intense action sequences, confirming that more modern, well-optimized PC titles can translate successfully to the emulator environment. Ryse Son of Rome is visually demanding. Despite this, the Dimensity 7400 handles it with competence, maintaining a frame rate in the 20 to 30 FPS window. This allows for decent visualization of the action, although the heavy combat can sometimes push the system's GPU utilization to its limits. The classic military FPS, Call of Duty, Black Ops, delivers a highly playable experience. The emulation on the Dimensity 7400 remains consistent at 30 FPS. This performance level is sufficient for the fast-paced nature of the shooter, making the campaign enjoyable and stable. Similarly, Call of Duty World at War performs reliably. The Dimensity 7400 maintains a steady 30 FPS throughout the action. This indicates that this generation of the Call of Duty engine is well supported by GameHub, providing a stable platform for classic FPS gameplay on Android. Finally, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, a complex action RPG, closes the analysis with a good result. The Dimensity 7400 sustains a solid 30 FPS. This consistency is valuable for exploring the large open world and managing the intense monster battles within this fantasy title, showcasing successful configuration. And that wraps up our deep performance analysis of 20 intensive PC games running on the GameHub emulator with the MediaTek Dimensity 7400. We've proven that the age of true mobile emulation is here, but optimization is key. If these technical breakdowns helped you figure out what games to install on your Android device, show your support. Like this video, comment below with the next chipset you want us to test, share this with a fellow mobile gamer, and don't forget to subscribe to VanZee Gaming for more boundary-pushing tech analysis. Happy gaming, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.